Alright everybody, we are back with part 4 for Air Reaver 2 here. Let's pause the game, because it sounds like the enemies we killed at the end of part 3 have respawned. But yeah, so we got a lot done in the previous part as well. We got our new Air Reaver, and we got like a ton of the more missable achievements that are in the Air Forge. But now we have to worry about traveling to a different era. Basically, we're going further back into the past. So our main goal is to backtrack back into the swamp and destroy that one stone wall we saw in the beginning of the swamp area, I think, and we'll see when we get there. But yeah, we also have a missable achievement we can do right away once we travel back in the past. It's one of the more highly missable ones. We have a method that we might be able to save some time on. We have about 3.5 hours on this save, so it's looking like we might still beat it in under 6 hours. And then we do have a missable, we have 2 more missable achievements that do happen late game. I don't know how far we'll get in this part. It could be the finale, but I don't think it will be. There might be one more part after this. But we also have a puzzle room that we have to finish in less than 15 minutes. So that's basically the plan for this one. But yeah, for now, we just got to get back to the swamp. But yeah, definitely respawned all of our enemies here. But we're in Uschtenheim, so it's really dark. Basically right where we left off. Gonna not want them after me, because I need to open this door. Yeah, that's actually a strategy you can utilize. I was just trying to listen to the door there. But if you swing, it actually charges the Reaver. And the higher the charge, the more damage it does. So, if you need to kill enemies quickly, you can just kind of randomly swing it. But let's get back to the swamp here. You gotta be kind of careful when we're navigating one of these areas, because we don't want to drop down. We want to stay above. It might be this one. Possibly. I think we're going this way. I mean, it might not be a big deal if you fall down. I think you can still head this way. But yeah, we're definitely back into the swamp here. I think there's a climbable wall in front of us that'll lead us to where we need to go a little bit faster. Yeah, it's actually right here, right next to the torch. I want to get out of this era because of how dark it is. I know the next era, it's a lot brighter. Because I can't see anything right now. I'm going to lift the gamma again, just a bit, so that it might be easier for other people to see. But for me, it's very difficult, because it's pitch black. And since they have like the old render distance, makes it even harder to see. Alright, this is where we were when we opened that one forge. I think we might still be heading the right way. Back down to the swamp. I think our door is actually close by. This is what I was worried about when I needed to head back to the swamp. Yeah, here we go. I'm gonna say, I think we're heading in the right direction. Didn't it say hold RB to glide? It doesn't actually seem to be, like, without moving, basically. I still had to jump into it, but it's not a big deal. We can still do what we need to do here. Just gotta head across. Yeah, basically this is another time streaming chamber that's not inside of the Sarafan Stronghold. So this is how we're gonna get further in the past.
I had no choice but to act purely on blind faith. There was no way to tell what error this device was tuned to, and I had neither the knowledge nor the means to set the machine myself. I hesitated only briefly. Then, throwing the switch, I hurled myself into oblivion and relinquished my will to the hand of fate.
Alright, we time traveled yet again. So this is technically when our next secret achievement will start. But I'll wait until we get outside before I explain what we're going to be doing. Because we have to go this way no matter what. But it's a secret and missable achievement. Let's keep going here.
Beyond all hope and against all probability, it seemed that the device had unerringly delivered me to the era I sought. For these were Sarafan banners, and these vampires apparently the victims of their crusade. The coincidence seemed too convenient to naively ascribe to fate. But whether my opportune arrival had been orchestrated by Mobius or some other influence, I didn't know. If Janos Audron still lived, I would find him. But I was wary of further deception and resolved to tread carefully.
There we go. He took a leap of faith and it worked out. But this is when our new secret achievement and our missable one actually begins. So it wants us to go through the swamp back to Uschtenheim. I don't know what that noise is. But we actually need to go back to the Sarafan Stronghold at this point. But there is one method that we can do to save us some time. If we keep going the way it wants us to go, we can get to the swamp save point and then head back from there. So then we have a way to just reload without having to backtrack yet again. So that's what we're going to do first. The other thing too is like, you can actually, I think I may have mentioned it, if I didn't though, with the Air Reaver, you don't get like slowed down by the swamp water. Which is actually very nice. Yeah, our save point is in this direction. It actually should be coming up here. Yep, we got snowfall now. Alright, let's make a save here and then head back. So there we go, we got our save. You might want to consider saving in a different slot just in case. But it shouldn't matter. Right now, we basically just have to go all the way back to the Sarafan Stronghold. Which shouldn't be too difficult to pull off. I don't think there's any, like, gimmicks with it. I think it's literally just backtracking for no reason. There might be a secret cutscene for doing it. I don't remember. But yeah, we basically have to go... Oh, we're gonna have to swim through that one chamber and everything. So yeah, making that save is definitely preferable if you're going for the in under 6 hours achievement, because this is gonna waste a ton of time. So we gotta swim through the Elder God chamber and then go past the pillars. Let's keep going this way. Hey, the crows are back. Which we are in the Elder God chamber currently. I think there's even more water drain now. I did not want to slide there. So yeah, I think if you also want to get the 25-second glide achievement, this is the place where you would do it. Now that all the water's drained, I think you can glide for a lot longer period of a time from one of the higher up points. Let's keep going this way. It's actually stuck there for a little bit. Alright, now I gotta get even higher than this. Here we go. It's gonna be a little bit different backtracking because I'm not used to the path with all the water gone, but we should be able to manage it. Starting to shoot projectiles at us. Looks like there's still water over here, though. Should be the Elder God chamber. Oh, you dick. Just camping the edge. It's odd that the Elder God doesn't actually have anything to say to us right now. Because I don't think the game honestly expects you to backtrack during this section. But now that we're in the Sarafan era, we actually will be able to get our final weapon kills as well. The Sarafan Trident, and I think it might be another axe, should be accessible to us, or Halberd maybe. It's one of the two. Almost out of the subterranean ruins here, though. You get the location names in this game by making like a save in that area and then looking at the location name in the save itself. Which kind of helps when you're trying to make timestamps. Alright, we're gonna be heading to the pillars very soon now. Dude, these Elder God Guardian things or whatever they are all over the place now. Pretty much replaced the standard enemy. I think they do that for difficulty purposes because you don't really get souls from them. So if you overuse your Reaver, they're just simply a health drain.
For all the butchery of Mobius's crusade, this massacre was somehow more chilling. The killing fields of the Sarafan betrayed a kind of orderly ruthlessness, the cold-blooded righteousness of the true believer.
I wonder if we get this cutscene when we go through here normally. Unless this is one of the hidden cutscenes you can get. I don't actually recall. I guess we'll find out when we have to head back through here. Let's keep going. We're almost at the Sarafan Stronghold.
There's another one!
Here at last, in the flesh, I beheld my former brothers in arms, the warrior priests of the Sarafan Order. Their lives devoted solely to the annihilation of the vampire plague. And while I confess, I felt a twinge of longing, a pang of grief for what I had believed was my lost virtue, I regarded them now with none of the reverence I formerly felt. For I had seen the human face of the vampires, and now I beheld the monstrousness of these men.
Well, they do have our weapons we need to get kills with, but we'll do it when we reload our save, because none of this is actually gonna be the part we keep. If the cutscenes replay, I'll probably just skip them, because we've already seen them. Yeah, right now we're simply just trying to get back to the Stronghold. There's also a secret, or I don't know if it's secret, but there's a missable achievement for killing 3 Sarafan priestesses. Actually, I think I need to go this way without taking damage. I don't know if we'll be able to do that here, because I think there is 3 of them near the Stronghold itself. But we'll have to just find out. At least I can see now, though. It's not pitch black. There's a sorceress right there. They have projectiles. Ooh, here's another one. Ooh, there are 3 of them here, so I guess it would be possible to do that achievement. Let's just keep going this way, though. Yeah, they do have 3 consecutively along that path, so that'd probably be the group to do it on. There's also another one right here. Ooh, there's some on the lake.
The frozen surface of the lake had bound the gates of the Stronghold shut. The Sarafan surely had some other means of entry. But this was the only one known to me. To infiltrate the fortress, I would need to find some way to release these gates from their icy bonds.
Okay, you know what? These cutscenes probably do repeat. Is there another sorceress? I wonder if we can actually do the achievement here for the 3 sorceress kills. We might be able to kill this one and then jump down and kill the others while we're here. But we did get our secret achievement. There's one. Oh, she actually hit us. We're gonna have to try it at some other point then. Maybe we can do it on the consecutive ones a little further back, so let's head that way. Alright, let's see if we can get it on these 3 while we're here. Wonder if it'll be easier to just avoid their attacks by moving left or right. Yeah, there we go. Might as well do it now, since we have the opportunity. So we don't have to worry about that missable achievement anymore. Alright, we're gonna reload our save now to get back into the swamp. We might have to rewatch some of these cutscenes, because I think we do have to come back this way once we get the Flame Reaver, but that actually could be in a different part. But yeah, we're just gonna reload now. Alright, we've reloaded back to the swamp. That way we don't lose any time after all of that backtracking that we don't necessarily have to do. Now we can continue the way we normally have to go.
For all the butchery of Mobius's crusade, this massacre was somehow more chilling. The killing fields of the Sarafan betrayed a kind of orderly ruthlessness, the cold-blooded righteousness of the true believer.
Interesting, so you actually do get the repeated cutscene, but just in a different spot. Alright, we have to go this way, I'm pretty sure, because I think we're going up there. Yeah, it says hold RB to glide straight up, but you still need to actually, jump and go into glide mode. Ooh, thought I was closer to the edge there. Right, this is basically how we get back to Uschtenheim. It's just not a climbable wall this time. And now we can take the opportunity to try to get the weapon kills we still need.
By all that is holy!
Here at last, in the flesh, I beheld my former brothers in arms, the warrior priests of the Sarafan Order, their lives devoted solely to the annihilation of the vampire plague. And while I confess, I felt a twinge of longing, a pang of grief for what I had believed was my lost virtue, I regarded them now with none of the reverence I formerly felt. For I had seen the human face of the vampires, and now I beheld the monstrousness of these men.
Interesting that they actually programmed the different ways to get the cutscene. I'm gonna want to get rid of the spear guy right away here. Then we're gonna need to get a kill with the sword still. As you can see, these guys are a lot more combat trained. It's funny that they can actually break our block with heavies, but we can't break theirs. Alright, there's a Halberd kill. Let's get a sword kill now. Getting stun locked. Of course. I don't even think I can dodge their quick attacks. Yeah, Jesus, man. Can't interrupt them. I can't believe this guy is still alive. There we go. We got the finish him achievement. Actually, we can technically throw these. They would stop sprinting up to me. Ooh, we actually dodged it. We don't actually need to fight these guys, though. But we kind of need health now. Let's just get one of them alive. Ow. There we go. Alright, that's another highly missable achievement out of the way. Of course, these guys are gonna camp the edge here. Yeah, these guys are tough. They take a lot of damage to kill. Them, not so much. They can't really do anything if you dodge their projectile. Yeah, glad we got finish him. I was actually curious if we were gonna actually still get that. Oh, there's three priestesses over here too. So you could try the achievement there as well. But for now, let's just try to get back to Uschtenheim.
Return to hell!
Gotta open the door to it. Look at that, it looks like the city's actually still active. I'm gonna keep getting harassed by these guys. Damn, that was one hell of a hit. I can't see. I actually did not want this weapon. We have a save point up ahead, which I'm pretty sure heals us. Alright, he's dead. I'm gonna make a save here in case we have to do the puzzle that's coming up in less than 15 minutes, like in case we screw that up. So I'm gonna save again. Alright, that's right. It doesn't re-heal us on the spot, but if we reload, it does. So we still definitely want that save there. Alright, now we're going to continue along this way. I don't think I'm going to be able to open this without getting hit. Oh! Nope, alright. They have such reach. This is some deep snow. Ooh, we're probably gonna get pelted by a projectile if we don't kill her.
Guard me, brothers.
That was a good maneuver on her part. I can't swing. Shit. There we go, she's dead. Just get out of my way, guys. That was close.
After my long journey, I finally stood on the threshold of enlightenment. For here was Janos Audron's mountain retreat, intact and unblemished. The upheaval that would one day topple this ancient edifice had not yet occurred. And while I had no certainty that Janos still lived, this scene boded well, for I presumed that the collapse of the retreat must have followed the ancient vampire's demise. There was only one obstacle: how to reach the balcony suspended at that maddening height, so far beyond my reach. For this was the architecture of winged creatures. The tattered ruins of my wings were of no use. I would need to devise some other means into that mountain.
Alright, so we're almost at our puzzle now. We just gotta get in there first. Okay, we can shift realm here. I was gonna say, I thought we had to go down underneath first before we go. We don't have to worry about our timer just yet, even in the area we're about to be heading into. So I'll probably start the timestamp for the achievement prior to when the timer starts, because there's one step that we're gonna have to do to save us a bunch of time. Because it saves you a bunch of steps when you're actually doing the puzzle. But first we gotta get through here. And that is not the way I wanted to go. Alright, we need to blind that eye. But I think we gotta get the Air Reaver back first. There should be a thing for it somewhere over here. Might be on, yeah, it's right over there. Let's get across. Is that actually where the eye is, right beneath us? Ooh, yeah, basically if you would like miss that jump, you would instantly die. Alright, now we can go back this way. At least we got our health back. Let's keep going through this tunnel. But yeah, we can actually blast our way back out. Which we need to do in order to get one of our... Well, in order to get the Dark Reaver. We're gonna try to just avoid these guys, hopefully.
Return to hell!
Alright, thank God he can't drop down. Alright, now we can blind that eye. Yeah, like I said, I saved in Uschtenheim in case I have to do the puzzle again. Because if we don't do it in 15 minutes or less, I'm going to have to reload. Kind of a bit further back than I'd like it to be, but kind of don't have a choice. Alright, let's get down here. Blind this guy. Because we need this. So yeah, even the, this is technically a part of the puzzle, but it's not a part of the puzzle that counts towards the achievement. This is basically like introducing how it will work. You basically need to fill a bunch of these things up with blood. Yeah, this is technically where we're going to start it, because the trick to save us time in the future is to drop down here and grab the Air Reaver again. And then we should be able to make it back up. Yeah, like that. this will save us a bunch of time, basically, when we're doing the next puzzle. Because we can skip having to get different Reavers. So let's just keep going this way. Our puzzle's gonna basically start soon.
The mountain's interior was hollow, I discovered, and graced with soaring architecture unique to its creators. As with the outer facade, these balconies and galleries could only be reached by those gifted with flight. With only my ruined wings to carry me, this towering labyrinth seemed impassable. The object of my quest lay just beyond my grasp. For here, suspended at the apex of the chamber, was the threshold that surely led to the great vampire himself. I didn't know whether Janos Audron was the monster depicted in the Stronghold, or one of the noble creatures memorialized among the ruins of the ancient vampires. And I didn't care. Demon or angel, he alone held the key to my destiny.
Alright, this is basically when our 15-minute timer starts, but the reason we grabbed the Air Reaver is to actually knock out some of this stuff now rather than later. Which should save us a good couple of minutes. We have one more thing we gotta blast down. Alright, that should be all we need to do. I think we need to grab the Light Reaver now. See if we can get our first goblet. Actually, do we have a thing to knock down yet? Might be over here. I don't think that's the one we want to shoot. Here, wait, this might be it right here. We might have to be on this side. Yeah, this is the way we want to go. That's why we kind of need the Light Reaver. Oh, come on, buddy. I need you to go over here. Can you not do that? I don't want the shield to go over the edge. Alright, that opens our door. Let's grab one of these goblets. Can bring it to that first one now. I hope I remember the steps to do this. 'Cause, we're gonna try to do this as efficiently as we can, just to save as much time as possible. Alright, I think we want to keep heading up from this point. We might want to drop some more of our bridges. I don't know why we're not getting this. There we go. Don't know why it did that. I don't know if we need to open any doors. Yeah, I think we can actually just fill the next thing right away here. We already had the Light Reaver equipped on us. I can hear one of those eyeballs moving around. Alright, that's available to us now. I think we're gonna need the Dark Reaver. So we gotta open up another door, but I think there's another eyeball that is gonna be a problem. Not the one that's on our left. Yeah, but right here. I think once you pick up the... Ooh, okay, no, we just made it. So you are kind of timed on that. Alright, that opens up our path, though. Now, I think we need to head back down to the Air Reaver really quick. That could have been terrible. I don't know if we need to activate this one. I'm just gonna do it just in case, though. But I know we need to activate this one. Before we go back up, though, we're gonna need the Light Reaver again. I think we still have one more bridge to drop. Actually, we can just drop off here. Our goblets are right here. Might be faster for me to just fill it right here. Should just be a straight shot then. These eyeballs always make me nervous. Alright, there we go. We can get up now. I don't think we really have to worry about eyeballs anymore. I did not think he was going to grab the edge at first. Alright, that gets that door open. Do I want to still do something on this side, though? I know we have one more glass bridge to drop, but it might be in the center. Yeah, okay, it's just right ahead here. There we go. Let's get over here. That always makes me nervous. Alright, there's both of our doors. I think we want to grab one of these goblets. We have 2 more bowls to fill here. We need to get this thing filled with blood. I may have made a huge mistake there. That one was probably not the one I wanted to drop down to, so we're probably going to have to go the long way around. Which should be okay. I think I wanted to drop down to that one, where the glass bridge was. I was just facing the wrong direction. It's only a minor setback though, it shouldn't waste too much time. But yeah, this is the bridge I wanted to fall back to. Yeah, our path should be all set now. We just have to go and grab another goblet. We can actually use the correct staircase bridge this time. Yeah, because one of the glass bridges we shot down way in the beginning with the Air Reaver, that was one of the ones that lead us to where we need to go up here. Which, like I said, it actually fast tracks a lot of time when you do it that way. I think that might be the only way to really beat it in 15 minutes or less. Because I think we're still going to kind of have only a few to maybe a couple of minutes to spare once we get this to where it needs to go. Yep, here's the bridge that's already down. Let's get up here. There we go, we got the achievement. 15 minutes.
Janos Audron?
It is heartening after all these years to hear my name spoken without contempt.
Raziel?
My child, what have they done to you?
I have been dragged through hell and back. All it seems to reach this moment. But I don't yet know why.
For thousands of years I have waited, alone here, losing faith. At the time of the binding, 9 guardians were called to serve the pillars, and I was summoned as the 10th guardian, the keeper of the Reaver, the weapon of our salvation. Over time, our race died out, until I alone remained, sustained only by my obligation to you and by my guardianship of the blade.
And the other 9? Why did their guardianship not sustain them?
I don't know. As our race dwindled, the humans prospered. I have watched over the centuries as our history faded into myth and finally receded altogether. The humans have forgotten us entirely, and claimed the pillars for themselves, wholly ignorant of their true purpose. To them, I am merely a devil, the origin of their vampire plague.
Why would the pillars summon human guardians then, if they are meant to be served by vampires?
The pillars choose their guardians from birth, Raziel, and vampires are no longer born. This is the crux of our dilemma, and this is the terrible irony. With their vampire purge, the members of the Circle have assaulted the very architects of the pillars they are sworn to protect. They have embarked on a treacherous path. With every vampire they kill, the humans are slitting their own throats. They know I'm up here, beyond their reach, and it terrifies them. You can see how they flaunt their kills to torment me, or perhaps simply to lure me out. They have this foolish notion that destroying me will somehow topple our entire bloodline. Thankfully, we're not that fragile.
I have seen them mustering their forces in the village below.
Yes. I don't know what they're plotting, but I fear our time may be bitterly short.
Mankind seems to have brought you only torment and grief. You must hate them.
They fear what they don't understand, and they despise what they fear. But no, I do not hate them.
Vorador does.
He has suffered much. He cannot forgive them.
Should they be forgiven?
They don't understand what they're doing. They are simply unenlightened and vulnerable to manipulation.
So, it's all true then, what Kain and Vorador have told me. I really am some kind of unholy vampire messiah.
Unholy? No. Messiah, perhaps.
I don't like that word. It smells of martyrdom.
Raziel, your role in this world's destiny is more crucial and more benevolent than you've allowed yourself to believe. Your journey will not be easy. Dark powers are allied against you. But I think you already know this. You appear to have been cruelly tested. The binding must be secured, Raziel. The pillars are the lock.
And the Reaver is the key.
Yes.
The Reaver is here. Why do I feel nothing?
The most formidable weapon ever forged by our swordsmiths. They infused the blade with vampiric energy, empowering the Reaver to drain our enemies of their precious lifeblood.
As Janos presented the blade, an inexplicable sense of dread crept over me, more palpable than anything I'd felt before. I was at once horribly repelled by the sword, and yet irresistibly compelled to touch it, to take it up. Please, take it away from me.
I fear you have been followed. You must save yourself, Raziel.
Janos! No! My surroundings whirled sickeningly, and I found myself transported safely away from the ambush to an adjacent chamber. Janos had delivered me from the Sarafan, selflessly forfeiting his own safety to preserve my life. And now I feared that my newfound mentor would be slaughtered by the very crusaders I had so recently revered. The irony pierced me, and with dawning horror, I realized that I had been duped by Mobius from the beginning. For the Sarafan had simply followed the path I gullibly blazed through this sanctuary, and had arrived bearing Mobius' staff. Thus armed, they had Janos at their mercy. Through the door, I could hear them battling, less than a dozen paces away. But it may as well have been 1,000 miles, for this barrier was sealed by elemental forces I did not possess. It seemed Janos had conveyed me into the heart of the fire shrine. I thought perhaps if I could galvanize the forge and imbue the Reaver in time, I might have a slim chance of saving Janos from his grisly fate.
Here we go. We talked to Janos Audron himself, and he transports us into the Fire Reaver forge. But yeah, basically Raziel's the reason why Janos technically dies, because he forges the path for the humans to make it through, which like he said, is Mobius' plan all along, was to use Raziel to gain the upper hand against the vampires. Like I said, dude, this game's story is crazy. It's really good. Let's make a save here. Because this is probably where we're going to end Part 4, which means Part 5 will be the finale. We'll get the Fire Forge, well, the Fire Reaver from the Fire Forge, and then we'll have to go all the way back to the Sarafan Stronghold and finish the game. I think we have all of our missable achievements at this point, besides one, which is killing 3 fire demons in less than 1 minute during... It's basically when we return to the pillars at some point, it'll happen after a cutscene. I think that's the only one we don't have, and then the other ones are just unmissable story ones. So yeah, we got a lot done in this one. We finished all of our miscellaneous achievements that we had to do otherwise. But yeah, man, this game's story is good. The voice acting is still insane. Even Janos. I like the speech between Raziel and Janos. It's a really good one, because it kind of sheds light as to how the pillars came to be and what their purpose was and stuff like that, and how the humans kind of messed it up in their thirst for power, I guess. Basically not understanding what they were doing and stuff like that. It has a really good story. Defiance goes even more into it, which is really good. Especially with Kain and Janos, they also have a connection as well, which I can't remember if they explained it in this game. But yeah, we'll find out the conclusion to Soul Reaver 2 in the next part. And as always, thanks for watching. Thanks to anybody who watches this after it goes live or at the time it does. I always appreciate it, and I'll see you in the finale.